Good morning, children. Today we are going to learn about different forts. Now, in this chapter, you are going to learn the magnificent forts. Pictures are given to you, description is also given to you. With the help of picture and description, you have to name them. The capital of each king was a township built around a fort from where the king used to govern his territory. Now, with the help of picture, you have to name the different forts given to you. Now, the first one is this fort was built in 1648 by Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan. It is situated in the walled city of Old Delhi. It was designated as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 2007. Yes, children, it is very famous and I think most of you have visited also. Yes, it is Red Fort. Red Fort. Now the second picture you can see is this beautiful fort is located in Madhya Pradesh. It was built by Rana Man Singh Tomar. It is a specimen of the wonderful ancient Indian architecture. It is one of the biggest forts in India and most popular tourist attraction. Yes, children, it is Gwalior Fort. Gwalior Fort. Now, the third picture you can see. This fort is located in Jodhpur, Rajasthan. It is one of the biggest forts in India. It has beautiful and historic structures like Moti Mahal, Phool Mahal and Sheesh Mahal. Yes, children. I think you also have visited also. It's Amber Fort. Amber Fort. Next picture you can see. Yes, this fort was built in 1156 by Rajput ruler Raval Jaiswal. This fort is one of the largest fully preserved fortified cities in the world. The fort stands amidst the sandy expanse of the Great Thar Desert. Yes, children, it is Mehrangarh Fort. Mehrangarh Fort. Now, next picture. This fort in Chittorgarh is a World Heritage Site. It was the capital of Mewar. It sprawled over a hill spread over all area of about 700 acres. Yes, children, it is Chittor Fort. Chittor Fort. Next is, you can see, this fort was built in 1592. It is located near Jaipur, Rajasthan. The most wonderful sight of this fort is the Hall of Mirrors. The entire hall lights up due to many tiny, intricate mirrors when a single candle is lit. Yes, it is Chittorgarh Fort. Chittorgarh Fort. Yes. In this chapter, you have learned about the different forts. Now, next chapter is Land of Seven Sisters. The northeastern states of India are also called the Land of Seven Sisters. The sobriquet, the Land of Seven Sisters, was originally coined to coincide with the inauguration of the new states in January 1972 by Jyoti Prasad Sakya. Now, the first picture you can see the Kabul Lumjao National Park in Dash is a swamp made of biomass vegetation called fungus floating on the surface of Loktak Lake and is also the only home to near extinct brown antlered deer. Yes, children, it is in Manipur. It's in Manipur. The next is originally celebrated for 7 days. The Tulini festival is celebrated to rejoice the most abundant and fruitful season of the year. It's in Nagaland. Nagaland. Next, Dash is known for its ruling Manikya dynasty, which had an unbroken chain of 184 kings before independence. To put it in context, over a span of 1500 years, there have been 66 monarchs in England and Britain. Yes, it's in Tripura. Tripura. Tawang in Dash is the birthplace of the sixth Dalai Lama, Sangyen Gyatso. His poetry is widely read among Tibetans even today. Yes, it's Arunachal Pradesh. Arunachal Pradesh. The next is a leading producer of bamboo in India. Dash is known for Mocham, a deadly ecological and cyclic phenomena that occurs every 48 years. Mocham is a word for bamboo death. The problem is caused by the synchronous flowering of bamboo. The abundant supply of seeds results in a massive increase in rodent and insect population, which later spreads to crops, thus causing famines. It is in Mizoram. Mizoram. The next picture you can see. Dash is known for the living root bridge. Indian rubber trees with their strong flexible roots are guided across rivers and streams with the help of bamboo, which dies down, leaving the living root bridge behind. Yes, it's in Meghalaya. Meghalaya. The next is Dash is the most famous for Digboi, the world's oldest operating refinery, operating since 1901. The British first noticed the soil on the feet of the elephants returning from the forest after hauling logs. The British exclaimed to the laborers digging for the oil, "Dig boy, dig," and the name Dig Boy stuck. It's in Assam. Assam. Now the next chapter you are come to know is festivals and fairs. Yes, in this you will learn about the different festivals of India. India is popularly known as the land of fairs and festivals. Every month there is a festival or a fair held at different regions of India. Most of the fairs held in India are either religious fairs or celebration of change of season. A number of big fairs are held at important places of pilgrimage. Now the first picture you can see, Dash is most popular tribal fair held in Dangarpur district in Rajasthan during the month of February. This is a religious fair with simple and traditional rituals to worship Lord Shiva. This fair is the center of attraction of a large number of tribals from the neighboring states of Madhya Pradesh. Yes, children, can you name it? Is Baneshwar Fair. Baneshwar Fair. Next picture is one of the numerous religious fairs and festivals celebrated across India. The 3-day traditional fair is organized every year during monsoon in the Kamakhya temple of Guwahati, Assam. Tens of thousands of devotees from different parts of country throng the Kamakhya temple for the 3-day traditional fair. Yes, children, it is Ambubachi Fair. Ambubachi Fair. The next is a very big fair and the largest gathering of Hindu pilgrims. It is celebrated every 12 years at 4 holy places: Prayag, Haridwar, Ujjain, and Nasik. The grand event held by rotation on the banks of sacred river Godavari, Shipra, Yamuna, and the Gang. During this big fair, Hindu pilgrims gather at the sacred Ganga's river for holy bath. The major attraction of the biggest religious fair are the procession of Naga Sadhu, holy men of India, and procession of akhadas marching. Yes, children, most of you have heard, I think all of you have heard, and parents of most of the students have also visited. Yes, children, any idea? Kumbh Mela. Kumbh Mela. The next is, you can see the picture. It is the second largest congregation of mankind after the holy Kumbh Mela, the big religious fair held annually where the holy river Ganga meet the Bay of Bengal in West Bengal. During the time of fairs and festivals, thousands people come for holy bath. Yes, children, it is Ganga Sagar pilgrimage and fair. The next you can see is a religious fair and one of the most auspicious occasions for the Buddhist community in India. The grand fair held in the month of January February at the world's famous biggest Buddhist monastery located in Ladakh. The famous Hemis Gompa is surrounded by mountain rocks and concealed inside the Hemis National Park. Yes, children, it is Hemis Gompa Fair. Next is held in November on full moon day in Bihar on the confluence of river Gangas and Gangdok. Sonepur fair is also known as the Harihar Chaitra Mela. It is the only one of its kind in the world. Hathi Bazaar is one of the major attractions of the fairs, where elephants are lined up for sale. Apart from this, all breeds of buffaloes, donkeys, ponies, and birds are also available for sale. The largest animal fair in India attracts people from all around the Asia. Yes, children, it is Sonepur Mela. Sonepur Mela. Now, next is you can see Dash is also known as Magha Saptam Mela. A grand fair is held in February at Khandokri near Bhubaneswar, Odisha. The important fair and festival is celebrated every year during the full moon phase at the sacred river. During the 7-day fair, thousands of pilgrims gather to bath in the holy river. The famous Konark Sun Temple, Path and Archaeological Museum are the best sightseeing of the tribal state. Yes, children, it is Megha Saptami. Megha Saptami. Thank you, children.